Yo to the yo, welcome to the sports show on the YouTube. So we're going to check out Lawrence Taylor, LT, from the 1980s, destroying the Detroit Lions. What year is this from? This is Lawrence Taylor from 1982 on Thanksgiving Day. Made all the Lions fans throw up, which is nothing new when they're watching the Motor City Kitties play on national television. But this is Lawrence Taylor destroying the Detroit Lions, Thanksgiving Day, a 1982. Like, subscribe, let's do it.
First down, Lions. Here comes the rush by Taylor. And you talk about strong, you talk about athletic ability, look at that.
He beat that team single-handedly. That's a phrase we hear in sports often, but how often does it ring true? In basketball or baseball, sometimes a Hall of Fame player can directly produce the outcome, be it the Michael Jordan flu game, or take your pick of any of Clayton Kershaw's catalog. But in the NFL, with 22 players on the field at one time, call it almost impossible for any player to single-handedly beat a team. And yet it did happen in a Thanksgiving matchup between the Giants and Lions. From a quarterback, right? No. How about a star running back? No. How about the greatest linebacker to ever play the game? Check. What Lawrence Taylor did to the Lions that day was absurd. And like Jordan's infamous Game 5 of the NBA Finals, LT pulled it off as a shadow of himself.
Lawrence Taylor, unable to play today, an all-NFL selection last year, Rookie of the Year in almost every situation.
At 0-3, New York desperately needed the win at Detroit in this strike-shortened 9-game season to even have a chance of making the playoffs. Taylor, however, was donning a knee brace after getting hurt the previous week against the Redskins and was not expected to start.
Lawrence Taylor has entered the defensive lineup for the Giants.
The second half was the stuff of legend.
First down, 33, Scott in motion. Danielson under pressure. Pass picked off by Harry Carson, and he was almost gone for the Giants.
I'll tell you who caused that, though, Pat. Lawrence Taylor did. Lawrence Taylor, watch this. He comes on a great pass rush. Watch, he's right here on the left-hand side of the screen. So watch him here now. He's gonna run over the tackle, Balderschweiler. Now watch, he's hitting Danielson just as he's throwing it, and that made him throw the interception to Harry Carson.
Unfortunately, the Giants' offense couldn't muster anything with the short field, settling for a Joe Danella field goal to make it 6-3. On the ensuing possession, Detroit decided to stay away from LT by leaning on star running back Billy Sims. Bad idea.
Billy Sims over left side. Giants think they have the football. They do have the football.
Someone hit him from the outside. It was Lawrence Taylor. Let's watch Taylor. He comes across and works inside. See, he hit Sims from the outside and knocked the ball right out.
Once again, the Giants' attack was stuck in cement, wasting the golden field position by kicking it through the yellow uprights. At least the Lions avoided a turnover on the following drive, which against Taylor on this day could be considered a moral victory.
Since he's come in the second quarter, he has really made his presence felt. Watch this. Blockers don't bother him. The guard's out on him, right through the guard. Grab Danielson. That's enough for that. Whap! There you go, right on the ground.
Put another way, the Lions simply couldn't neutralize the best player on the field. Unfortunately, it didn't matter because New York's offense couldn't get out of neutral. So in the fourth quarter, Taylor took matters into his own hands. Literally. With the game still tied at 6 apiece, Detroit finally put together a drive on the Giants' defense. On 3rd and goal from the 4, Taylor's responsibility would be Horace King leaking out of the backfield. And if New York's defense tightened, they'd force the Lions to settle for another field goal in merely a 3-point lead.
The story of the demise of the defense, perhaps. Danielson looking outside. He throws. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor down the sideline. Don't think he can't run. Lawrence Taylor's going to go and burn them all. 97-yard touchdown interception by Lawrence Taylor.
That was the game winner. LT forced 3 turnovers, which directly accounted for all of the Giants' 13 points. All of which was enough to keep New York in the playoff race for another day. But it was not to be. Despite Taylor's Herculean efforts, the Giants finished 4-5 and out of the playoffs. The disappointing campaign was a factor in head coach Ray Perkins leaving the organization to coach at Alabama. which opened up the job for Taylor's relatively unknown defensive coordinator, some guy named Bill Parcells. LT would earn his second straight Defensive Player of the Year award in only his second season. No player has accomplished that feat before or since, which is almost as impressive as Taylor single-handedly beating the Detroit Lions.
All right, cool stuff. Lawrence Taylor destroying my Motor City Kitties on Thanksgiving Day. Good stuff, man. Lawrence Taylor, Ronnie Lott, all them guys from the 80s, man, smashing the hell out of people before the rule changes that later would go on in the early 2000s. So there it is, Lawrence Taylor destroying the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving Day. Like, subscribe, see ya.